Have you talked to Bill Belichick recently?
Oh my gosh. No, but I think they're going to figure things out there. And I think that look, he's changed a lot our impression of him has changed a lot in the past couple of years. And I think that in talking to people close to him, I think you can't underestimate how pissed he is at the way that things ended in New England. Not just that he was kind of um that he didn't end on his terms exactly, but just the dynasty docu-series and what that did to his reputation. How Don Van Natta and Jeremy Fowler and I reported that Robert Kraft didn't do him any favors when he was trying to get back in the league after the Patriots let him go. Oh, I'm sorry, after there was a mutual parting. And I think that the news that came out last week about banning the scouts is not just notable in the sense that the guy can hold a grudge, but it's also that he's willing to be so public with it. And I think that is so much different than the Bill Belichick that we know. I mean, this is a guy who I think, as much as anybody in American public life, the past 20 years has been careful with his words and chosen his words carefully. And we're seeing a little bit of a different Bill now. And it's fascinating to watch the vapor trail from the dynasty, not the docu-series, but just the dynasty, what the greatness they accomplished continues to really continues to this day.
Yeah, but who should be more upset with their exit, Brady or Belichick with the Patriots? I mean, Tom got embarrassed.
Um, who should be more? Yeah. Well, Tom, he won. He won the narrative forever. And whether he wanted to or not, and I think that obviously he wanted to prove that there was a different way to win and see if there was a different way to win. Um, but I think that this stuff that's happened between Belichick and Kraft, look, Belichick and Brady are in a good place. These guys are never going to be spit in your palm pals, but they're in a good place in terms of their relationship. Um, I think it's going to take a lot of work for the relationship between Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick to, be in a good place if that ever happens.